And now, aviation weather around Alaska.
Flying weather Wednesday morning. IFR here along the southwest coast, a bigger area here over the central Aleutians, just west of Nikolsky, all the way out to Amchitka. And moisture coming in, upper level low kind of pulling back to the west, increase a little bit of southwest flow, nothing too strong, but IFR in the forecast now, Prince William Sound, Talkeetna Mountains, eastern Alaska range area. But to the north, good VFR, mostly VFR for the eastern North Gulf Coast and the Panhandle. For the afternoon, no change for the southeastern areas there. Increasing marginal VFR here across much of south central and southeastern Alaska, mostly along and south of the Alaska range, right into the Gulf. Kodiak Island VFR, areas to the north VFR, northern Bering Sea, same thing, VFR. IFR here, Adak and Atka, right into the western Alaska Peninsula, but staying south of the Pribilof Islands. And then for Thursday morning, now we've got some more IFR here, a little farther to the north, but staying south of Nunivak Island. IFR, Alaska Peninsula, eastern Aleutians, angling back up to Adak and Atka. Not too bad yet in the interior, mostly VFR, although some IFR showing up for the north slope, and a patch IFR here over Prince William Sound. And for the afternoon hours, area of marginal VFR, south central Alaska, into the Copper River Basin here, Prince William Sound, into the Barren Islands, and to the north VFR, to the west VFR, and to the east and southeast. Nothing but VFR. Out to the west, the Bering Sea looking really good here, just some IFR here around Nikolsky and marginal front Alaska Island, but VFR everywhere else. So moving on to Brooks Range passes, Anatuvik, VFR for the day tomorrow. Adigan, same forecast, good VFR there. Lake Clark and Merrill, pretty marginal. Rainy, marginal VFR. Windy, marginal VFR. Isabel, same forecast, marginal. As well as Mentasta and Tanita, all have marginal VFR in the forecast for the day Wednesday. Portage as well, but Chilkoot and White, VFR. Freezing levels here at the surface, east of Kodiak Island, up just south of the coastline there for the North Gulf Coast, and then 2,000 feet just to the south of Adak and Atka. And moving on to icing. There we go. With the system out here in the Bering Sea, a broad area of considerable moderate rime icing reaching the western Alaska Peninsula, eastern Aleutians, up to the Pribilof Islands, kind of swinging back around into the west central Aleutians there, Amchitka Island. And then also a chance of some icing here over the Copper River Basin, Talkeetna Mountains into Prince William Sound, Manuska Valley, and maybe even Connect, Turnagain Arm areas. And from there, the jet stream, 33,000 feet. Let's see, northwest winds at about 60 knots there. Northeast Bristol Bay down across Kodiak Island. That's about it. Pretty light and variable winds upstairs here, all the way down the southeast coast. Bering Sea, same thing. Light winds at jet stream level. 9,000 feet, not much different. We've got a weak low here over the central Aleutians and the winds to the south of that feature. Otherwise, east-northeasterlies here in this swath from lower Yukon River area right up to the around Arctic Village or just to the east there around Old Crow. 25 to 35 knots and light and variable for the southeast coast. Same thing at 3,000 feet, light variable winds here for the Panhandle, and then still looking at some northeasterlies here, 20 to 30 knots there from the upper Yukon Valley areas right on down to the lower Yukon, and 35 knot easterlies for the eastern Arctic coast, and stronger winds out here over the southern Bering Sea with this low center just south of Atka Island. Southeast 45 knots, turn east-northeast at 45 knots here out to the west. And from there, turbulence for the Aleutians tomorrow. Considerable moderate turbulence for just about the entire Aleutian chain. Surface to 6,000 feet. And in the central interior, a chance of some considerable moderate turbulence there as well. Surface to about 4,000 feet.